Hey, what's up, current and future millionaires? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning back in. So in this video, we need to discuss what the heck is going on with the market. So as many of you know, we have a brand new variant, the Omicron variant, ominous Omicron. And as a side note, if any of you've ever heard of simulation theory, it's interesting how there's some parallels between like new occurrences and words like ominous and Omicron. It's kind of strange how that happens. But that's kind of just a side note there. So talking about these markets, what the heck is going on? I mean, the Omicron variant really has the market spooked. And going back the last couple of weeks, on Friday, we saw a very Black Friday for markets. We saw the Dow drop 900 points in just a half a day worth of trading. And we've seen the major indexes. We've seen the Dow lose almost 2,000 points from its all-time highs. We've seen the S&P make us all feel Standard and Poor. And we've seen the NASDAQ drop about 1,000 points from its all-time highs. So what the heck's going on? Is it just ominous Omicron? Or is it some other factors? Well, it seems to be a confluence of several things. So yeah, Omicron does have the market spooked. Fears of new lockdowns, fears of changes, things like that. Although it seems like the CDC has said that the symptoms are not as severe as prior variants of the Rona. So I think everybody's just kind of hoping that people will just chill out about this stuff and not overreact and not panic sell. But in addition to that, we do have a few other things happening. We have the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell. He just was renominated for a second term. And I think a lot of people thought that would kind of calm the markets down because it was indicative of stability in Fed policy. But he suddenly shifted from the policies of, loose monetary policies, which have led us to high inflation and things like that, to wanting to be more hawkish, meaning that he's now talking about getting aggressive about cutting inflation and tapering. And I've talked about tapering in some of my prior videos, but he's looking to do that starting next year, but now he's anxious to start as soon as possible. And I think that's really just freaking the markets out, because it's a sign of not the elimination of easy money, but a slowing down of easy money. And again, tapering is where the Fed buys bonds and issues bonds in what's called open market operations to help stimulate the economy, help keep the money supply loose, and help keep liquidity in the markets. And that's led to, especially during the pandemic, it's led to record highs in all the major indexes. And it's really been great for a lot of people, but it seems like things may be slowing down. And another thing going on too, since we're in the last month of the year, is what's called tax loss harvesting. So some investors decide to sell out of their stocks, some losing positions, to offset capital gains that they've had in other stocks that they've already sold, to reduce their tax bill. It's a common strategy that's often followed. So those seem to be the major things kind of driving this recent sell-off that we've seen. Hopefully things kind of stabilize, and hopefully we can get back to normal. And it would be nice to end the year on a strong note, because overall it's been a very good year for markets. So hopefully we'll see, because the market opened up today and then it's dropped back down. And it's crazy the way that the volatility has come back in the markets, because we've seen a couple days ago, we saw the market was up, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the first case of the ominous Omicron was announced in the US, we saw the market suddenly go from being up to completely crashing, like 400 points in the Dow just in the last 2 hours of trading. So anyway, that's just a quick update on the status of the markets and testing out some of my new equipment here for my channel. So please like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and hopefully I'll have my next couple of videos out soon. Thanks again for tuning in, and hope you have a great weekend.